Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Now it's Hullet. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's had a hit! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Van Basten. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's a throw. So he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can clear their lines. Hullet. Now it's Messi. McAllister. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hullet. Nuno Mendes. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hullet. Hullet powering forward here. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. Moved on forwards. Now it's Messi. Messi, he's found a way through. Can he finish? That's another chance. Oh, they could be caught out here. Has another go. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
McAllister really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
France have it back and can go again. That's been drilled forward.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Great chance here to level it up. Messi, he's having a go! Oh, he's hit the bar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And that's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Stood up well to him there. Zakaria. And it's Van Basten.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now, and
oh, he's taken it. And he can clear it away. And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham. And here's Van Basten. Looking for the run. Can he put it away? He's scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here.
That could spell trouble. Messi. Now this could be a chance. Big chance! What a wonderful goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
France take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He is through here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
McAllister. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now he's off and running. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two.
And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
France were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, Red, nice interception. McAllister. Now it's Hullet. Might be danger here. Looks to go up and over. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Basten.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. And they can counter here. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
White. Rijkaard is fouled. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Messi, Jan Koller, Gullit. Coming on the field, number 7, Shevchenko. Number 9.
He's through here. Look now, the finish! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field, McAllister. Coming on the field
Vietnam making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Bellingham, Vietnam, and now the hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rodri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, that's well spotted. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
This is the time you need that pace.
Thuram. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Substitution on the field, number 25, Nuno Mendes. Coming on
Chooses to
to
go cross-field. White.
Substitution.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? It's a goal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Great hit!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Luis Suarez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Maldini with Rudiger, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And it's Neymar. Now Kaká. Luis Suarez. Vietnam are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Darwin. Nunez he's got full. Well, now it's around. The keeper couldn't hold it. It's in. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And yes, it's him again. All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Shevchenko! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. DiMarco gathers from the goal kick. And he's let fly. The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round.
Just a quick request today for everybody to
Any
please
reflections
kindly
on what you've
remove
seen,
any
Jim?
cars
Well,
parked
neither
on the
side
road
could get over the
outside
line
stadium.
here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without a
and
doubt,
welcome
it is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. There's the whistle, and here we go. Very little question about who's going to be the star of the show here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, assuming we're referring to the one and only Francesco Totti.
Of course we are.
Yeah, well, when you look at him, you just think about mischief, devilment, somebody who finds those pockets of space and gets turning and bringing others into play. And not only that, Peter, but a very clever goal scorer.
It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Maldini calmly anticipates. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shot could... Great hit! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Totti. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Racing over the bar.
Pirlo has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
That's a nicely measured pass. And he's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Collar. Pirlo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Lahm. Pirlo. Messi. Vietnam have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. He is through here! Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Pass is just off target. White is looking to influence the game from out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! No, not the best of headers.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Now it's Totti, and it's Luis Suarez. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Collier. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And they've got rid. And it's Luis Suarez. Zakaria. He's found the way through. Oh, he's got shot at goal! In he goes again! And it's a goal! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now he's off and running. Vieira cuts it out. Pirlo. Koller. Messi bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fiddles it through. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Can he get away here? Thuram. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Araujo makes the interception. White. And it's Messi. Totti.
2 added minutes has been
It's
indicated.
Messi. McAllister, who played through for the wide man. Pirlo. He won't be happy with that one. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides. But at half-time, it is 1-0.
Please report to the staff room
So your views on the first half?
Vietnam clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Vietnam come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened. Pretty robust defending.
Thuram. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Lahm. That is ended up in no man's land. Gullit is herring after that one. Koller. Pass is coming off in quick... And Messi! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Interesting ball, and it's Messi. Maldini cuts out the pass. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. No, that's been intercepted. Koller. Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. McAllister clears. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Deftly away. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister. Nuno Mendes. And it's Messi. Plays a delicate ball. Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koller. And here's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Davids.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
David Villa. There's the shot! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Substitution on the field. Gullit. Jan Koller. Number 10.
Time then for the first
Messi.
Substitution of the game.
McAllister.
We have got ourselves a
Coming on the
game
field,
here.
Darwin
Listen, goals
Núñez.
change games, and
Number
that has changed the whole
9,
complexion of this one. They have the momentum
Number
now.
7,
It's a
Shevchenko.
lovely, neat pass.
Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Shevchenko. It's Sorloth. And he's away. Well, that is asking for trouble.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. White. So what can they make of this? Shevchenko. That's been cut out, well played. And now the breakaway. Platini. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Always onto this. Ronaldinho. And it's Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Quality ball. Surlot. Shevchenko is in a really good position out wide.
Vietnam certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Ronaldinho, who played through for the wide man. And he's following up! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt,
to
it is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Oh, Red, nice interception. Collier. White. It's a good spell of possession, this. Musiala. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mosquera gets across to intercept that. Mosquera kept his eye on it, and he's there. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Messi. Kola. That has not gone well. Gnabry. Musiala. And he's taking no chances there. Played back in. And he's there to clear it. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Diaz. Diaz, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. White. And there's green grass ahead of him. Real chance here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gnabry wins the duel this time. Musiala. Diaz. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pullet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Messi. And it's Messi. Musiala tries to clear. Merino. Now it's Bellingham. Mosquera. Thuram proves too strong. It's just beyond his reach. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's tried one. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Messi ploughing through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bellingham. Kola. And he cuts out the supply. Musiala. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diaz, Merino, that's a shade optimistic. Maldini with the clearance. Zakaria. Diaz gets over and intercepts. Couldn't squeeze it through. Good running, strong and purposeful. Gnabry. Gnabry plays it in. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Bellingham. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Collier. Now it's Messi. He's gone for goal!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Araujo cuts it out.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Musiala looking to run onto it. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Collar is on his own. He's had a hit! It's a goal! The breakthrough arrives at last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Vietnam have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try. Rudiger does well to get it back. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Kante gets a foot in here. And it's Gnabry. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Messi. He's got away. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So, what can they come up with here?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
Zakaria McAllister. Coming on the field, Darwin Núñez. Number 9, Servet Chouameni. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
That was mighty close. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Musiala. He's in plenty of space here. Looking for options for movement. He's found the way through. Brilliantly cut out. No way through there. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Up he goes! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he was alert to it.
Japan truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Gnabry making good progress on the right-hand side. Can he get onto this?
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Mbappe getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Sørloth. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Gnabry. Gnabry stood his ground strongly. Mbappe! Chance!
There will be 5 minutes
That should
added
get
time.
the job done. Sørloth. 5 minutes to add. So what can they make of this? Neymar. Now it's Darwin.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Big header! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Gnabry promptly onto that, and that is that. And that will be the final act. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Koundé and Adams. Koundé, Adams. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Nicely aimed pass. Zakaria. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé. Tar. Mateus. Roberto Baggio. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their...
Luis Suarez! That's a sharp pass. Zakaria. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And they've got a throw. Oh, important interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, what a... Can he finish? He's delivered all right! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Tar. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's gone back to the keeper. And back to the keeper they go. Mateus. Adams. Here's Tar. Adams. Koundé. That's Lee Kang-in. And it's Baggio. Zakaria. Nuno Mendes. And it's Maldini. Araujo. Thuram. Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Baggio. Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction. Vietnam looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And here's Suarez. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Schneider! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Lee Kang-in. Half-time getting close now. That's Lee Kang-in. And it's Maldini. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Mendes looking to hit the byline here. Look at the space here. Chance! They've scored! Two to the good. They have breathing space. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Played back towards his own goal. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Vietnam ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Can he put it away? Goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
He is through here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Looks a good ball through. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Mateus. And it's Luis Suarez. Zakaria. Nuno Mendes. He can run onto that. He's got away. And the shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And he's intervened well there. And he skips past his man. Mateus. And it's Schneider.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
And here's Suarez. Schneider in acres of space out wide. Gullit was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Good read, needed to be. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. What a throw in. Short changes him with that pass. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got
18,
changes here from
el
both
dorsal
sides, in fact.
25. Serán sustituidos
Running
por
strong and purposeful.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 20. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he was quick to react. Schneider. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pass somewhat off target. Araujo. Solot. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona have their second corner now. David Villa plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Belts one. It's run loose here. Messi.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Bebeto. Well seen. Saw that coming. And here's Hullet. Schneider. Bebeto. Threads one in. Mateus. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Maldini. Now it's Bebeto. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he's in on goal.
Habrá
Great
4 minutos de
chance!
descuento.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without
and
a doubt,
welcome
it is
to
the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Thuram gets it away.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Seedorf gets a foot in here. Opts for safety. Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way through. Now can he find a finish? Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
After 9 minutes is...
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Sané.
Jan Cullen.
And here's tries a shot! And the finish! Corner number 2 then. Gullit is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Koller finds himself offside. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And that's put paid to a promising move. DiMarco. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Hullet. He's found some space. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 3 coming up. It's a mighty effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
DiMarco. Now it's McAllister, passing nice and neat. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. DiMarco. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That looks a cracking ball. Sané. Now it's Mbappe. Schmeichel can pick that up. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hullet. Now that's well seen too.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Araujo. McAllister. Lobbed in behind.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. A lot of... There's the shot! They've scored! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
After 41 minutes, it was Jan Kullen. Jan Kullen. Jan Kullen.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And that's been won straight back. Great chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Gilberto Silva really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gilberto Silva. Zakaria. That's a good ball played into space. Koller is herring after that one. Koller. And he was alert to it. Vietnam have a free kick. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Vietnam are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back underway. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Zakaria. No way through there. But it's Thuram. Oh, it's come loose. Luis Suarez. There's the hit! Goal! The second half sparked straight into life.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Oh, not quite. And he can clear it away. Looks to the other side. And now the breakaway. McAllister. Messi. DiMarco. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koller looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that was very necessary. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Match was 70,987.
Sane carries the ball down the right.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's been shifted off it. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good spread. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
White, aim forwards. Now it's Messi. Oh, just skips past his man. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gilberto Silva kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Substitution on the field. DiMarco. McAllister. Jan Koller. Coming on the field. Rudiger. Number 14, Xabi Alonso. Darwin Núñez. Substitution.
Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Ah, he's given it away. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's a throw. Collar. Araujo clears.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Xabi Alonso. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Xabi Alonso is there, and he can pick it up. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Maldini. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Hullet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Xabi Alonso goes short. Into the box.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. Vietnam can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
That is a great pick out. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, played right into his path. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And there he is, the epitome of enduring excellence.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
After 90 minutes is Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, here's a chance! And it's there! And surely that settles it. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's headed upfield. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that's a nice ball. Thuram cuts it out.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
He won't be happy with that one. Lahm. And here's Torres. McAllister did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Diaz. He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the hit! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So, a breakthrough already. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lahm. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. That looks a cracking ball. Iniesta.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserved.
Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nuno Mendes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's a sweet ball, that. Araujo makes the interception. And he welcomes it in. Fernando Torres.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Lovely bit of skill. He's been picked out. Seedorf. And here's Torres. Has a goal! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone loose. Messi. McAllister. Now it's Hullet. Collier. Collar. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Fernando Torres. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Messi. Pass is just off target. White. Thuram. Hullet. McAllister. Some really good ball movement. Great hit! Marvellous goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
The goal scorer after 43 minutes is Ruud Hullet.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Diaz. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Torres.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Messi. White. Collar. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Hits one! And he hits the net! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Kohler really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been.
Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Davids, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gullit. Nuno Mendes. Now that looks a decent ball. Davids. Schmeichel punts it upfield. He's had it taken off him. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The attendance for this match
good
was
alertness.
29,950.
Seedorf. And here's Diaz. Del Piero, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero looking to run onto it. And he's heaved it away. And it's Seedorf. Chance to shoot now! And he's cut it out. Zakaria. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Seedorf. And no, that was never going to make it. Koller chasing after it. White. Fernando Torres engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Iniesta. Del Piero.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Iniesta. Can he get it through? Torres! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 8. Iniesta. Number 3.
That has been cut
Seedorf.
short. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Del
Coming on the
Piero.
field, number 7.
Xavi
David
Alonso.
Villa. Number 18. Scholes.
David Villa. He's
Number
got away.
13,
Oh, important interception.
Number 11, Neymar.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And a header! And more and more and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And now he has 2. Vietnam grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Neymar, he's in a good position, and Del Piero! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Scholes. And now the hit! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
So, third corner of the game. Gullit with the clearance. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's an inviting ball. That's good vision. Gullit! They've scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Veron. No way through. Gullit. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Costa Curta. Neymar. And it's Del Piero. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Scholes. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he cuts out the supply. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Serge Gnabry increasingly looks like he has...
He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. It's a mighty effort! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Conte. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
McAllister. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Gnabry. Mateus. And that's been intercepted. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Messi. Messi! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 60
A truly
minutes,
super goal. What a
Number
spiky
10.
hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Vietnam grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's played it. Oh, what a climb! Araujo gets it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Forwards and with intent.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! Against the crossbar! Pass somewhat off target. McAllister.
Kohler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught now. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Drogba looks to get on the end of this. No way through.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those...
It's Drogba! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. He rises! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Messi! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Messi. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw-in. White, and it goes cross-field, across the quarter.
There will be 3.
He's intervened well there. McAllister. Oh, super find. He is through here. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a pretty loose pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Conte. And we hit half-time. Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Messi has a go! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It'll be a throw-in. Araujo. Adams cuts it out. And it's Gnabry. Kante is in a really good position out wide. McAllister. Van Bouten. White at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Messi. Very nicely done. He's got the shot away! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Casillas is there to clear. Goes down, but nothing given.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's well spotted. Nice bit of trickery. He's picked his way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Gnabry.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Some good persistent defending here. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Can he latch on to this? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gnabry was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Kante. Can he get onto this? Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
17, Conte. Coming on the field is number 16, Rodri.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Just about up to 75 minutes. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. He's found the way through. He gets big. That's another chance. And it's there! And the lead is 3. It is surely done. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3. Terrific header! Oh, brilliant save! So their 4th corner of the game. They've played it short. Up for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Gnabry. Now it's Ruben Neves. Lovely bit of skill. And he's ended up in no man's land. Shevchenko proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duty.
Big header! harmlessly behind.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So here comes the substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Climbs up big! No mistake! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Vietnam give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Time added on 4 minutes. He has found the way through. Gnabry.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gnabry. Spread neatly. Well timed, excellent interception. And time is up. Vietnam were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. Things have got on Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi! Messi! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's really well manoeuvred. No luck with that dink over the top. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. And it's Lahm. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rummenigge receives it in a good position. And Messi! And that has been clubbed away. Taken back almost at once. Gullit. Gullit. That's a fabulous ball. Rummenigge! Mendes gets good distance on it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gullit. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Hits one! And it's Vieira. Gullit. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, easy pickings there. Now who's going to be first to this? Cruyff. Messi. McAllister. Lahm. Stood up well to him there. Played back in. Now it's Gullit. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, good spread. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's picked his way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. White is always looking to play quality balls.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rummenigge. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Darwin. Nuno Mendes. Gullit. Nesta. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
McAllister. Neatly clipped into space. Lahm. And it's Cruyff.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gullit. Spread it left. Now it's Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Messi. White can get it clear. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Vietnam head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. We're already back up and running after half-time. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. And here's Nunez. Messi. Rummenigge. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! He's been picked out. Now it's Darwin.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bayern Munich are looking to break at pace. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram. It's a good spell of possession, this. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cruyff might just make this. Gullit. Big chance! Goal! Bayern Munich! And the comeback is complete!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Bayern Munich go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a
Terrific header! Good delivery, but no joy.
well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 10, Gullit. Coming on the field. Number
Ernest.
7,
Costa
Griezmann.
Curta.
Number 13.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Substitution.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
Has a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Just eases him off the ball.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shifted upfield.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Vietnam surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Vietnam desperately searching for the winner here.
Vietnam merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Costa Curta. It is a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
So,
9,
third corner of the game.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field is
Griezmann
number
goes short.
20, Dennis Law.
And now they can spring out of defence. Caught offside that time.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nesta. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Lahm. Griezmann. Tchouaméni with the foul. Tchouaméni has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Oh, look, Peter, he hasn't learned his lesson. You can't say he wasn't warned.
And he's taking no chances there. And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Bayern Munich take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that is as far as it goes. Vietnam illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looks...